want to know who you are, don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Be polite to all but intimate with few. Never spend your money before you have earned it. To learn, you have to listen. To improve, you have to try. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. The man who stops advertising to save money is like the man who stops the clock to save time. A candle loses nothing when it lights another candle. What we learn to do, we learn by doing. If you want something you have never had, you must be willing to do something you have never done. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, count to 100. In the environment, every victory is temporary, every defeat permanent. Let the eye of vigilance never be closed. Give up money, give up fame, give up science, give the earth itself and all it contains, rather than do an immoral act. Evil triumphs when good men do nothing. If ignorance is bliss, why aren't more people happy? The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. Truth between candid minds can never do harm. Every day is lost, in which we do not learn something useful. Man has no nobler or more valuable possession than time. Ignorance is a poor tool in a battle of wits. If the body be feeble, the mind will not be strong. Paper is poverty. It is only the ghost of money, and not money itself. To every obstacle, oppose patience, perseverance, and soothing language. I find as I grow older that I love those most whom I love first. Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst, and cold. He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors. A man's management of his own purse speaks volumes about character. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. The dead should not rule the living. The only thing a man can take beyond this lifetime is his ethics. The tender breasts of ladies were not formed for political convulsion. Walking is the best possible exercise. When you abandon freedom to achieve security, you lose both and deserve neither. Never trouble another for what you can do yourself. He who permits himself to tell a lie once finds it much easier to do it the second time. It is as useless to argue with those who have renounced the use of reason as to administer medication to the dead. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. One man with courage is a majority. The possession of facts is knowledge. The use of them is wisdom. Men of quality are not threatened by women of equality. It takes time to persuade men to do even what is for their own good. All through your life, you'll be faced with making a decision between two things. Choose the one that is right. If they are both right, then choose the one that will make you feel the best about it at the end of the day. When the subject is strong, simplicity is the only way to treat it. All men are created equal. Without health, there is no happiness. And attention to health, then, should take the place of every other object. Only aim to do your duty, and mankind will give you credit where you fail. No man will labor for himself who can make another labor for him. Who then can so softly bind up the wound of another as he who has felt the same wound himself? Men as well as rivers grow crooked by following the path of least resistance. Whether I retire to bed early or late, I rise with the sun. Always take hold of things by the smooth handle. The worst day in a man's life is when he sits down and begins thinking about how he can get something for nothing. One never really knows how much one has been touched by a place until one has left it. I believe that every human mind feels pleasure in doing good to another. May I never get too busy in my own affairs that I fail to respond to the needs of others with kindness and compassion. The wise know too well their weakness to assume infallibility, and he who knows most knows best how little he knows. Nothing is troublesome that we do willingly. The sheep are happier of themselves than under the care of wolves. Health is worth more than learning. It is neither wealth nor splendor, but tranquility and occupation, which give you happiness. Until we stop harming all other living beings, we are still savages.